Hello and welcome to Play PKN, the weekly video bulletin of the top news stories on PKN Packaging News, Australia's media hub for the packaging industry. I'm PKN's publisher, Lindy Hewson, and this week's bulletin is brought to you by Ball and Doggett, Australia's largest distributor of printable materials and consumables. Well, first up this week, the Australian Packaging Covenant Organisation, that's APCO as we know it, under the Australia-New Zealand Pacific Island Plastics Pact, Anspac, has launched the Anspac Roadmap to 2025, which outlines the actions needed by key players across the entire plastics value chain to achieve the 2025 plastics targets and, more broadly, to develop a circular economy for plastics. The roadmap drives home the reason regional unity and action is required, stating that if we fail to act by 2040, the volume of plastic on the market will double, the annual volume of plastic entering the ocean will almost triple, and ocean plastic stocks will quadruple. Meanwhile, APCO member and Anspac signatory Ferrero Group says it is on track to meet its ambitious sustainability goals, highlighting its progress in its 13th sustainability report, which documents the steps taken towards environmental and social targets during 2021 and aligns to 4 key areas of focus, of which packaging is of course one. Ferrero is on track to meet its 2025 target of 100% of packaging being reusable, recyclable or compostable, reaching a high of 83% over the last year. The group has set further packaging sustainability targets, including the reduction of virgin plastic by 10% and the increase of recycled content in plastic packaging by 12% by 2025. And then speaking of plastic, Stora Enso is piloting production of Furocore, a 100% bio-based alternative to petroleum-based PET, which according to Stora Enso has the potential to be a game changer in the packaging industry. Now, the Furocore technology can produce furandicarboxylic carboxylic acid, FDCA, an organic chemical compound that occurs in nature and is the key building block for bio-based plastics such as PEF. It can be applied to a wide variety of industrial applications, including bottles, food packaging, textiles, carpets, electronic materials, and automotive parts. Now, the material shows significant advantages for food and beverage packaging, according to Stora Enso. PEF could replace plastic, aluminium, and glass in a variety of applications. Tests show excellent barrier properties, enabling product protection and long shelf life, or lighter, more efficient packaging, and provides opportunities for brand differentiation. Then over in Western Australia, the state has reached a new recycling milestone by saving 1.5 billion 10-cent containers from landfill through Containers for Change refund scheme. Now, Containers for Change CEO Tim Cusack said there was still more work to be done, highlighting the 530 million containers that are still being tossed into general waste bins in the last year alone. New on shelf, Nature's Organics is building on the success of its popular cleaning brand Cove with the launch of its Natural State range of home fragrances and hand and body washes and refill systems. Crafted using recycled materials and plant-based ingredients, the product range's Reed diffuser and room spray refill bottles are made with 98% recycled plastic and come in recyclable cardboard secondary packaging, while its hand and body wash refill pouches use 80% less plastic compared to a standard bottle. Then this week sees the coffee industry making sustainable strides. Firstly, Plastic Free July is inviting Australians to break their addiction to disposable coffee cups by upping their coffee cup game, with the WWF Australia and Plastic Free Foundation calling for an improved reusable coffee cup economy. Recent estimates from the government show takeaway coffee cups lined with plastic and their lids are now one of the most used single-use plastic items in the country, with research finding 1.84 billion single-use cups used each year. Then beverage brand company Jacob Stowe Egberts has partnered with 6 young socially conscious designers across ANZ whose sustainability-themed designs will be featured on Moccona Coffee's limited edition collection glass jars, complete with QR code activation in support of future-changing environmental causes. And lastly, and the reason I'm sitting here in the Jazzy Bar and Cafe in Sydney's Surrey Hills is because this week we have featured a story on how Swiss company Buhler Group is supporting Bulgarian startup Cupffee to boost the production volume of its edible crispy wafer cups for coffee. Here's one in view. These are available in Australia on order through the Jazzy website, jazzycafebar.com.au. So back in Bulgaria, Cupffee has plans to double or triple its volume over the next 2 years and to install 2 more edible cup production lines in its factory. Current volumes are at 3 million cups per month, with the ultimate target 10 million. The aim is to replace at least 1% of disposable coffee cups globally. While the Cupffee cups were launched originally in 2014, they are made from natural oat bran and wheat flour, quite tasty in fact, uncoated with chocolate or sugar. And they do have a neutral taste that goes well with your coffee. Now that's one way to dispose of your packaging waste. Eat it! For more on these and other stories, you know where to go. packagingnews.com.au. That's it from me, Lindy Hewson, signing off for the week. Thank you.